Good evening, good evening, good evening, family. Welcome to Lone Wolf Firearms Training. I am your host, Juan J. Johnson, coming at you live on all your social media platforms. We're going to have a great day today, great discussion. Uh, a great discussion on today. Looking forward to it. And look here, I really want to take some questions if you have some questions. I think that, again, I just don't want to have a monologue, I want to have a dialogue. And if you have some questions during this whole feedback, some more statements, please put them inside the chat. I'm looking forward to talking to you. I am looking forward to having a discussion. And I'm going to have a discussion today on living. A lot of us right now that I've seen, from what I've been able to, okay, I tell you that thing on social media, they always change. I mean, I don't want to keep saying this, but they always change my status. Always change. Let me see this. So let me uh let me make sure that we are broadcasting and that we are on that we are not just restricted to just my friends and some private settings. We're gonna so give me a second, family. But look here, while I'm adjusting my frequency, I want you to go to lwftraining.com. That's lwftraining.com for all your firearms needs right now. I've been telling you guys, especially in that great state of Maryland, that the laws are about to change on October the 1st. October the 1st, everything's going to change. The prices are going up. It's going to cost you about $190 just to be able to carry your gun, which I think is ridiculous. But again, your governor, Wes Moore, your governor, Mr. Smiley, Mr. Happy Face. Oh, y'all love Mr. Wes Moore. Wes Moore is about to, oh Lord, I don't have nothing right now good to say about Wes Moore. In fact, he been kind of quiet lately. He's been quiet lately. The government ain't talking about them shootings, the crime. He ain't talking about these sanctuary cities, and he ain't talking about nothing. But that's okay. We have the come. Uh, you know, um, I don't deal with personalities too much these days, and I don't deal with the gender piece. And I've even graduated some of from this piece on certain issues. Now, don't get me twisted. Don't get it twisted. I am a foundation Black American or American descendant of slave or Negro, colored. Ain't no coon. I'm not no coon. By no stretch of the imagination. I'm no coon. But I have great respect for my ancestors, those who built this great nation, where other people can come and benefit from it. And I guard this nation. I guard my culture because of the sacrifices that we've made. Many people, they don't put a lot of emphasis on culture. I do. I do. I put a lot of emphasis on culture because, again, if you look at your holy books, the Old Testament, deals with it always show you the lineage with which the Christ came into this world. The lineage. He came out of the Hebrew lineage, okay? Judah, um, Israel. You if you go through the books of the Old Testament, you see the names of the people that sired prophets and ministers and teachers and elders. What's up, DD? Is in the house. Another wolf pack is in the house. Good to see you on board. Um, and I'm, I'm I, I, I have a healthy respect for the lineage that I are part of a great lineage, foundational Black communities. I evolved from the African American, evolved from it. I don't take nothing away from it. There's a lot of folks still recognize us as African Americans. I tell anybody when the African comes to America and he goes to that whole citizenship process, what happens is this. You can say he's African, okay? Elon Musk, he's an African American through the whole citizenship process. So again, foundation of Black American, obviously, or Native Black American, Um, Anything that deals with me being able to trace my lineage back to 18 and 1700s. Okay, and trace I mean, I still got aunts right now who in their 90s, in the 80s. My father's in his 80s, okay? So I still got they can still trace great great granddad, grandma, great grandma back into maybe the 1800s. Okay, so it doesn't take away from anybody else to have a healthy respect for mine. And with that said, I'm gonna deal with that because I'm gonna deal with that piece. I think that put enough respect on it. There was an old proverb about John Clark who said that the people who don't respect their ancestors, their offspring won't respect them. Again, people who will not respect their ancestors, the offspring will not respect them. And I really believe that we're living in that area, in that era right now, well, because we haven't put respect on our ancestors, our offspring, children do not respect. You wonder, people are asking questions what's going on. And I'm giving you explanations what's going on. You know, for every question asked, there is an answer, but is it the answer you're willing to accept? Especially if you haven't did the I've done the research, I continue to do research, and I'm making um, assessments. Okay. So with that said, I need you guys to go to lwftraining.com. That's lwftraining.com. I need you to sign up for your way of carry, for your concealed carry. Those classes are 16 hours from 9 to 5 on Friday and 9 to 5 on Saturday. It could go additional hours because it's just that whole 16 hours what the state requires. Okay. Um, but we normally go a little more than 16 hours because again, for me, it's not enough for you just to become a responsible gun owner, gun user. You decide to pull your gun from your holster and stop the threat. I need you to be able to articulate why you did what you did. Every round is accounted for, family. And you must be able to say, did you exhaust every measure, every reason before you decided to take the shot, before you decided to stop that threat? Did you try to de-escalate the situation? You know, because especially if you have a gun in your possession and nobody knows you have a gun, you have the upper hand, family. You get the upper hand. You can know you acting, and nobody knows you. So I would suggest you exercise de-escalation. Escalation. Try to de-escalate that situation as much as you can. But if you can't, and the person decides to produce a weapon that can either kill you or somebody else, you must stop that. You must stop. You have the right green light to stop that threat. Um, I'll deal with that tonight too. I'll deal with that tonight too because I think that after the threat, what's the next move? What do you do next when you stop the threat? I'll close. Well, I'll give it that. So go to lwftraining.com. Go to lwftraining.com for your firearm needs. If you need a renewals on your wear and carry or your concealed carry, or if you need a renewal on your handgun qualification license, which allows you to buy a gun, family. The wear and carry and the HQL are not the same thing. There's a 4-hour class for the HQL, and there's a 16-hour class for the wear and carry. The two are not the same. And if you have a wear and carry license from the state, you cannot purchase a gun with a wear and carry. That only allows you to carry the gun, not to buy a gun. So you need to get your HQL and your wear and carry. And then my classes, okay? If you sign up for the wear and carry, I will throw in the HQL, so you get two for the one. Okay? But I want you to sign up before October 1st. On October 1st, and look, it's going to probably cost you a minimum of $400-500 just to get your license. And I'm not going down on my prices because you're going to get some excellent instructions. Okay, I'm not looking. I don't know what nobody else is. If you come through Lone Wolf Firearms or lwftraining.com, then you're gonna get some excellent things, okay? And I'm not coming down, well, I make suggestions. I make I'll make some suggestions on a one-on-one conversation. 'Cause I do want you to become responsible gun owners and users. I really want you to become responsible gun and users. That is what I want. And that's what I want. Okay? That's what I want. And I want you to want it too, because we're living in an age and time when you need to be able to protect yourself from unknown, known things. I need you to be able to protect yourself. I want you to protect yourself. And guess what? It's your right to protect yourself. So again, if you need renewals for the HQL, if you need renewals for the wear and carry or concealed carry, go to lftraining.com. If you want some laser tactical training, again, go to the website. If you want, if you no longer want your gun, whether it's a shotgun, rifle, handgun, revolver, it doesn't matter. We will come out to your location, provide the paperwork, and transfer those from your house to the company for educational purposes. Again, do not, I repeat, do not give your guns to the police department. Do not do these gun buybacks at these churches, departments. There are plenty firearm companies and stores out here that would take your gun off your hand, give you money for it, resell it, okay? Or just use it for educational purposes. But I am not an advocate of you taking your gun to the police department or to any church who's doing some gun buyback. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. You don't give your gun up for no $25 gift certificate to McDonald's from some baseball game. You don't do that. You don't do that. These listen, family, people at the highest level of the government are trying to disarm the people. Okay, they're trying to disarm the people. I want you to be serious about becoming responsible gun owners and gun users, and not just be an owner. I need you to go to the beach and do some practice. Get better with your guns. Get better with your shotguns. Okay, I need you to get better. Okay, this is no joke out here, family. We live inside a very crucial, critical time right now. I need you to go practice. The only way that you will reduce the fear and build up confidence is you have got to practice. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't know how to brush your teeth, and you learn how to brush your teeth every day. And then after a while, it becomes automatic. You don't even think about it. You put the toothbrush on toothpaste, you put it inside your mouth, start brushing. Same thing with that gun. The same thing with a gun piece. You have to practice. Yeah, I'm not talking about like I said practice. You talking about basketball. I'm talking about you practicing with your gun, with that gun you purchase for your protection, for your family, and maybe your community and your friends. We need you to be serious and responsible gun owners. Okay? You need to be becoming serious. So with that said, um, yeah. Also, if you so we know where but renewals, and carry, transfers, we're interested in the intro to basic firearms, which is a 2-hour course online. You can go through an intro class online for 2 I even cut down to an hour and a half if you really rip at the time. And we can go over how to assemble, disassemble, how to transport the gun, how to clean the gun, and some of the laws in your state, how to transport it, okay? Go to lwftraining.com. That's lwftraining.com. And let me put this up here, 'cause I want you to be yeah, family, you need to know this, that the second your video is not coming clear as words are cut off. Brother Eli, thank you for letting me know this. talking about these guns, they started messing with my feed. And when I wasn't talking about these guns, they wouldn't mess with my feed. Oh my God. Thank you, sir. Let me see if I can make some adjustments on my end. Um, he said, your video is not coming clear. Some words are cut off. Okay, I'm gonna try to talk slow. I'm gonna try to talk slow, brother. I'm gonna try to talk. Thank you for letting me know. Uh, what I've learned on social media, if you can hear me, what I've learned on social media is they not prepared for weapons, guns, whether it is um, it's Facebook, whether it is Twitter, whether it is uh, uh, any of these platforms, and especially if you're like me, you know, my my race trying to encourage you to become responsible gun owners, gun users. That's what I'm saying. I on multiple platforms. There's no two platforms are the same. And I'm hoping you can hear me. Um, I hope that this is better. I've made some adjustments in the volume. Checked my Wi-Fi. I'm hitting on all cylinders right now. And so, brother, I hope it's a little better. Is give me a hands up or a thumbs up if it's a little better, brother. Is it better? Well, anyway, so I'll just keep on talking. Um, yeah. So with that said, family, I need you to like this video. I need you to share this video, and I need you to subscribe to the channel. Again, like the video, share the video on your platform that you're viewing the video. I'm friends with you, and I'll be giving you some additional content as a friend. I'm looking at putting together a Patreon account, so that you can, have some show you some of these secrets. Well, some marksmanship secrets to you being a better shooter. Again, thank you, sir. Listen to me. It's not enough for you to become a firearms owner. I want you to be a better shooter too. I want you to be able to shoot. It's not enough for you to be able to take it out the holster and you're afraid to pull that trigger because you're unsure about what to do. Okay? Okay. So again, go to lwftraining.com. That's lwftraining.com. And watch this. The Second Amendment states that as an American citizen, you have the individual right to arm yourself. It is not a suggestion, family. The Second Amendment is not a suggestion. It's a right that you have as a citizen in this nation. The amendment also firmly establishes that the government cannot infringe on that, like we have in Maryland, make it more difficult for the citizens to be able to protect themselves, like we have in New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island. The higher you go, the worse they are with their gun laws. Okay, so again, I want you to be serious about becoming responsible gun owners and gun users every day, family. Every day. Look here, we're not out here with blinders on. We're seeing what's going on in our neighborhoods and our communities. Okay. We know crime is high. Okay? A lot of folks are taking more chances. It's depending on where you live at. You're seeing more carjacking, more robberies, more thefts, more burglaries. And you need to be to protect yourself, okay, and your property, okay, and your household. All right. And anybody who tries to take that from you, they're not your friend. They're not your. They're not looking out for your best interest. Okay. Be very clear with that. If anyone tries to take that from you, they're not looking out for your best interest. If they try to disarm you, they are not looking out for you. It's that serious. That's why I do God, guns, in whatever the topic is because I believe with everything in me, this nation is systematically trying to take God out the conversation and having us believe, it's your world. You do what you wanna do. They're trying to convince you to be a law to your that you have no restrictions. They're promoting this look, they're promoting this pedophilia. I can see it. I can see it in the schools. These drag queens are reading to our children, okay? And so, look, I believe God, because this is God and Guns family, is raising up common men like myself and women who love God and love God's word. And because the preachers and your elected officials have been compromised, we're right here in the 21st century era right now, watching the demise of America because your elected officials have been compromised, your pastors, your bishops, overseers, your reverends, your elders, your deacons, your deaconess, bishops, your prophets, your teachers, your evangelists, they've been compromised. If you can't say nothing about what's going on out here, how every bill they're passing is going against the God or good, then you become wrong. Just like what Jesus did when he came, when he picked out common men and women, not your Pharisees, not your Sadducees, uh, not your religious past. He just went to common men and women. They took the gospel and with it. And I think we're doing that right now. Common men like myself just want the best for us as a nation. I do not want this nation to be destroyed. It's a part of it. I don't want us to be invaded, and I don't want these sleeper cells in here to start taking us out because we have some sleeper cells in here that's crossing these borders, okay? Do not think that everybody's crossing these borders or just trying to get a better life. No, we have some sleeper cells, some Manchurian candidates coming in here, and we need to be ready, not get ready. We need to be ready. So if you're out here trying to become a responsible gun owner, gun user, then you are exercising your Second Amendment. I salute you. And look, be very clear. This is not coming from no Joe Blow citizen. I'm just not no Joe Blow citizen, and there's nothing wrong with blue collar citizen or the white collar citizen. This is a retired police officer who served this country 27 something years. Okay, I'm talking to you. I'm not giving you theory. I'm not giving you theory, family. I'm telling you what I see, what I know, and what you need to be doing right here and right now. Okay? Some of us, we listen to everybody. We listen to we listen to voices who ain't did nothing, ain't gone nowhere. All they do is research. All they do is no, family. I didn't just do research. I lived this thing. For real, I don't have to do this right now. I should be taking my retirement well to some beach, traveling the world, party. I did get my party on last night, but real for real, that white party was like that. I'll talk about that too. Um, and just enjoying life. But no, I've decided to put myself in the crossfire to encourage you, to encourage anybody who would listen to me and put out some good content and add some value to your life. I need you to be serious about becoming responsible gun owners and gun users. I'm pleading with you. I've always been, if you follow me on social media, I've always been a early warning device, and I'm an early warning device now. You need to be serious about protecting yourself, about protecting your family, about protecting your friends, about protecting your community, about protecting your county. your city, you just may have to protect the nation. That's how serious it is. It's not just about the gun. It's not. It's about you exercising your Second Amendment right, and I would say it's about you protecting your First Amendment right, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom of petition, okay? It's about you protecting these liberties, okay? The Second Amendment protects the First Amendment. Say this again. The Second Amendment protects the First Amendment. Sis, we be going to church all the time, right? Do you know there's places out here where you can't go to church, where people are knocking on your door, snatching you out of your home, your houses, out of meetings? And because we have this Second Amendment, it protects you from your freedom of religion. This is the only place probably in the world where you can come and be a Muslim, be a Catholic, be a Baptist, Scientology. You can be you can practice devil worshiping. It's the only place you can go that I know on this world, okay? Where you can have the freedom to practice your religion without somebody knocking on your door, snatching you out your house, and putting you in jail or killing you. We don't understand the grace that we're under. But I also know this, the grace that we're under is under attack by people who I believe they don't love this country no more. Don't get it twisted. Get it twisted. The history of this country. I know the history of the two pillars is slavery, genocide, and the foundation would be the system of white male domination. Be very clear, which has evolved from white supremacy. Okay, when you say America, you mean white. You know why? Because there's 230 million Americans that classify themselves as white. Okay, only 40 million, 45 million who classify themselves as African American or Foundation Black Americans. Okay, yeah, but maybe 40 to 50, 54 million who will now classify themselves as Hispanic. Then you have the other. The others would be what? Your Pan Asians, your Hawaiians. Okay, I mean, because this is a melting pot, but don't get it twisted. Before it became a melting pot, the roots of it was slavery and genocide. And I ain't forgot about those 257 years of free slave labor from 1619 to 1850, 1865, 1867 at the Civil War. I ain't forgot about that. Okay, I ain't forgot about that. My conversation has evolved, but the history still remains the same. I know the history, okay? And history repeats itself, okay? So I need you to be serious about becoming responsible gun owners and gun users. I need you to be serious about taking your life serious. I need you to be serious about protecting your family. For me, it's not a Democrat thing or Republican thing. It's not a gender thing for me or a black and white thing. It's about being responsible gun owners, gun users. I've seen it face to face. I've seen it firsthand in these streets. Okay. Now look here, I'm 55 years old. I'm old enough to tell you something. Okay. I'm in my 55th year on this earth. My birthday came real late in the year, so I celebrated early. Yeah. So I'm already celebrating mine. for that all white party last night. It was amazing last night. That all white party was amazing. Thank you, Maryland, Maryland Yacht Charter. Okay, so again, family, don't you let your family, your friends keep you from becoming responsible owners. Don't you let your family, friends, or some politician who don't pay your bills, who don't feed you, who don't clothe you, who you can't call up for $5 to help some assistance. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Y'all letting these personalities control you. You letting these personalities trigger you. I'm not letting no politician, okay, or no preacher trigger me, you know? What triggers me is truth. That's my trigger. Tell me the truth. Or if I see you lying, that's a trigger, okay? Because I don't care from lies. Don't take my choice from me. That's all I ask you. Tell me the truth. Don't take my choice from me. If you lie to me, take my choice from me. Think about that. When a person decides to lie to you, they're taking your choice from you. If you tell me the truth, you give me an option to accept it or neglect it. But if you're gonna lie to me, you're taking my option from me. Okay? So again, so go to lwftraining.com. Go to lwftraining.com to LWF training and sign up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, so that's my spiel before my spiel. Because I'm gonna deal with my topic, God, guns, and living. Living. I want to deal with this right now. I'm not gonna be for you too long. I want to deal with the living because too many of us are walking dead. Yes, sir, brother Eli. I thought, listen to me, brother Eli. I thought about you on today. I said, we need to complete that training that we thought about you today, brother. God is my witness. And yes, that's what we need to complete this training, brother. I'm gonna call you on tomorrow and we're gonna get in contact with folks and we can just make this thing happen, brother. I'm yeah. And if I don't call you, you call me or you text me, brother. We're gonna get this thing done. I was thinking about you yesterday. I said, man, we gotta get this thing out the way. Okay. Promise you. Uh, so my topic, God, guns, and living. I want to deal with living because a lot of us are walking dead. We we have a fascination with the Walking Dead television series because a lot of us are walking dead. A lot of us are walking dead. We are ready to die. We've given up. We've lost hope. We want the Mahdi to come save us. We want Jesus to come save us. We want somebody to come save us. We've stopped living. I want to deal with that. It's every generation prior to me who have any understanding or any consideration of the scriptures, whether it's the Torah, whether it's the Quran, whether it's the Bible. Okay? We have been looking for somebody to save us. Or we're looking for somebody we're waiting somebody to rescue us. And a lot of us have just stopped living. A lot of us, we're spending too much time on our couches and our beds. We are literally, what's the word? Withering away. We've allowed somebody to drop a sick thought into our mind, and we've internalized it, and now not we, some are sick because you're watching this negative television, radio, social media, and family, if you don't put no cream on your mind, somehow place a thought in your mind, it will change your life. It will have you thinking sickness all the time, death, and poverty. And that's why I titled this topic, God, Guns, Living, because I tell you often when I come on this radio, on this social media platform, I'm not ashamed to let you know that I follow teachings of the revolutionary, meaning you don't kill weak people, you kill strong people. He wasn't weak. He wasn't weak like that. He was strong. That one that's preached to us for decades, I'm not with that one. Not with that one at all. I'm with the one who's about, I may come that you may have life and life more abundantly. I'm with that one that says, I've given you all things to enjoy. Okay? I'm with that one. Because most of us, or a lot of us, again, we had mama's beliefs and daddy's beliefs, granddad's beliefs, my beliefs in us, or something we got from some television show or on your job who has convinced you to stay in the house and ride away. Why can't you take a trip? Why can't you leave out the house and just treat yourself good? Why can't you spend 1 week? Why can't you go to the grocery store and get that food item you always wanted? When I came up, we came up on sugar puffs in a big bag, right? Well, Sugar Bear was out there too. It was in a box. But my mother wouldn't buy no Sugar Bears. And I can remember every time I go for that Sugar Bear box, no. I heard no so much, I thought no was my brother. And when I got grown up, one of my own, and first time I went to the grocery store and I reached for the Sugar Bear box, you know what happened? I heard my mother's voice. I'm grown. I heard, and then I remember, "Man, you grown. Get that box. Get that box. Get that Sugar Bear cereal." And I've been living ever since. Been living ever since. You know what? This crazy, cereal just be popping up. I don't be, uh, it's just, this this cereal is so nosy. But anyway, some of us need to stop saying no to yourself and say, "Yes, I will get that steak. I will get that pair of shoes. I will buy that necklace. I will just go outside and just take a sun bath, a bathe in the sun. I will live. I will live." Some of us is just waiting to die. We're living to die. Like, we're a birth certificate waiting on a death certificate. Say this again. We are a birth certificate waiting on a death certificate. Okay? I need you to live. I need you to live. I need you to have, I need you to take a trip. I need you to go see what's going. I need you to live. I need you to make that phone call. Get on that get on that train and just go. We're grown. Of course, you wanna let somebody know where you're going all the time, right? So everybody knows where everybody, okay? So that if something happens, you know where you at. And so on up, what's stopping you from getting on that train, taking a trip to New York or taking a trip to Philly? What's stopping you from getting on that plane and just leaving out the state and going to Florida or to Dallas or California? What's stopping you? And some of y'all got the money, you got the resources, but somebody done convince you, "You won't do that." Why are you a prisoner in somebody else's mind? Better yet, why have you become a prisoner of somebody's thoughts about you? And I'm very sincere with you. Just watch this. When I went to that all-white party on yesterday, it was a phenomenal party, but we had torrential rain, storms. There was no rain date. It was rain or shine. We gonna get it in. And when I got there, at the weathering, the storm to get there, I'm talking about I had like I couldn't even wear it because it was like walking on mud. It was like walking through the swamp because we went to a place off the beaten path. Everything was soggy and soaked, okay? But when I got there, I looked around and I saw the excellence, the attention to detail my man did for all guests, all of us. He had concierge with umbrellas, waiting for cars to pull up, walk to the cars with umbrella, and wait for you to get out the car and come up underneath the elevator and walk you into the house. It was that type of detail. Everything, just a full spread, food, alcohol, hookah, yes, you name it, cigar section. And I kept telling myself, "So glad I came." And yes, I deserve some of you or some of us have convinced yourselves that you deserve the best. You need to stop that. When the scripture says, "I have given you all things to enjoy," okay? Not something, all things, okay? All things. I need you to live. I need you to have some fun. Need you to live for today because tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow will take care of itself. The past is already gone. You must live in the now. Some of us assume that we're gonna wake up tomorrow. There's nothing that says that you're gonna wake up tomorrow. How do you know that you're going to wake up tomorrow? Who told you that you're going to wake up tomorrow? I may not wake up tomorrow. This may be my last broadcast. We don't know what's gonna happen between now and tomorrow morning. Live today, not tomorrow. Tomorrow hasn't got today. Today, you live. You need to live, family. You need to live. Some of us has raised their children. Your children, they're out the nest. Now it's your turn to live. Some of us are still trying to impress or promise to our parents. We get those thoughts in our head. Don't you do this. Don't you go there. Don't you talk to them. Man, some of y'all too grown to be allowing what our parents couldn't do, wouldn't that you won't do. They had reasons why they wouldn't do it. What is your reason for not? You're not my mother. I am the sum total of my mom and my dad, whether he was around or not around, or whether she was around or not around. I'm 3 people. Dad, mom, myself. but I am myself. I go out. You see it. You don't see everything. You see that one, but you see me going to gun piece. See me enjoying life. You see me at hotels. You see me traveling because I want to inspire you to do the same thing. That you can do the same thing. That you don't have save a couple dollars for yourself and go to that place that you always wanted to go. There's nothing stopping you but you. And don't let not having no money keep you doing it. Because once you make up your mind to do it, then you release into the atmosphere, the universe to bring the monies, the peoples to you to assist you in living. Again, I need you to live, family. I need you to live. I need you to live. What's up, Vicky? Cousin house. What's up, guys? What's up? Sheila's in the house. All right, Larry. I see y'all. I only see who I can see. I don't know who else is on. No. And look, if somebody want to say something, chat, say something. If you disagree, let me know. Let me know. Okay? I'm just trying to have a conversation. I want to have a monologue. I really want to have a dialogue. I want to be interactive with the family. Because look, I think we're all here to help each other out. You know, I'm not trying to showcase be flamboyant. I'm trying to help you out. If you are living vicariously, through me, I don't have a problem with that. Okay, but I want you to live too. I want you to go some places. I want you to see some of these sights. I want you to eat some of this food. But I do want you to get off that couch, get out that bed, and I need you to be serious about living. And even if you are sick and been diagnosed with some type of sickness, ailment, okay, don't let that keep you from driving. If let God forbid if I get some type of prescription, some type of diagnosis. Do you know if I get something, I'm gonna really step up my travel. I'm gonna really step up my eating good because you're supposed to enjoy life. Why come why be a spiritual being having a human experience and then you don't do nothing? Some of us right now, you could be working on your business plan. You could be working on your some goals. I need you to live, family. I need you to live for yourself, have some fun. And if nobody goes with you, that's right. You go. Go by yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Most of the time anyway. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? Need you to live. Again, the scripture teaches us that pain, that we can have life, not death, but life more abundantly. Okay? Living. Who has convinced you not to live, not to have some fun? Stop being so scary. Loosen up, live, have some fun. Okay? And stop being a prisoner of somebody else's mind, of somebody else's thoughts. Stop being a prisoner of somebody else's thoughts. Let them think, let them say what they want to say about you. I've come to the realization, I don't care what nobody say about me, you can't make God believe. Say this again. I don't care what they say about me. They can't make God believe it. Say this again. I don't care what they say about me. You can't make God believe it. Because we and God have a special relationship. We talk every day. Okay? And that's why I'm able to have the fun that I have because I believe that He is giving me all things to enjoy. I believe that with everything in me. I believe that He takes pleasure in my prosperity. I believe that He says, I can that you can have life and life more abundant. I believe. I'm not out here waiting for somebody to crack the sky and kill half a billion people, half the world. I don't have that bloodthirst. And I don't have that bloodthirst, and I'm not gonna apologize for it. I don't have that 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 revelation bloodthirst that most people have, waiting for a third of the world to be killed in blood everywhere. Kill 'em. I don't have that. I don't. If he come, he come. If he don't, Imma have me some fun. Imma live. I'm gonna live. Okay? Again, a lot of folks out here just assassins. They Christian assassins. They have a they have a Vikings approach to ministry or Vikings approach to their belief system. They really, really I mean, I said earlier, they're like the Walking Dead. They're like the Walking Dead. Won't have no fun. Don't want you to have no fun, and get upset with you if you having some fun, but they don't wanna have no fun. Get away from people who refuse to grow. Say this again. You need you need folks who refuse to grow and have some fun. There's nothing worse than a miserable person because they project a past misery on to you. Again, I come that you may have life and life more abundantly. So that's my spiel for today. That's my spiel. I ain't gonna say no more. I started a little late. If anybody has something they want to share, share the chat, you can do it. You can share it right now. I will answer the question, whether it's the chat, whatever platform. If you had a question, we can do it again. But again, the theme for tonight is I want you to live. Living. I want you to live. I need you to survive. I want you to have fun. I want you to sample that donut that you like. I can't. Yes, you can do. You can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I want you to taste that ice cream that you be like, "I need it." Yes, you can. Get a spoonful. I want you to go on that shopping spree. Yes, you can go on that yeah. I want you to get that vehicle. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I want you to close your yes, I want you to live, okay? Too many people are just waiting to die. Like your birth certificate waiting on a death certificate. A lot of folks are just birth certificates waiting for death certificate. They can't wait to die. Stop being a birth certificate waiting to be a death certificate. Stop it. Have fun. Go out and treat yourself. Go to that steak restaurant and enjoy that filet mignon. Cut it, have it double seasoned, bring it to your salad. Eat that salad, croutons, parmesan, and get yourself that Dom Perignon or that Moet. Why? You deserve it. Don't just be a death certificate waiting for or a birth certificate waiting for a death certificate. Just be okay? So, I want to thank you for tuning in. You can be somewhere else, but you're here. I still want you to like this video. I want you to share this video, okay? I want you to subscribe to the station. With whatever platform you sit on, subscribe to the station. Subscribe to the channel. Like it or unlike it. But I want you to also to share the video. Give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Give it a mean mug. Give it a heart. It doesn't cost you nothing to give it a heart. It doesn't cost you nothing to give it a thumbs up. It don't cost you nothing to give it a thumbs down. Okay? But if I said something to you that has inspired you, have awakened you, have awakened that thing that's been dormant in you, because a lot of folks got dreams and desires and visions that are dormant, and I'm just trying to resurrect it, wake it up, stir it up. Because some of us right now resurrected. Now look at it. Resurrection is not like we think it is. If I was to flatline right now and they took me to the hospital, what happened? They would put me on that defibrillator, it hit my chest, they would that electricity would hit me, and I would come back to life. That's resurrection. It's not deep. It's not that deep. Okay? So again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If there's no questions inside the chat, I appreciate it. Again, I can't see everybody, but I do thank you for showing up. My goal is when I come on social media is to add value to your life. Okay. Again, I said on yesterday that I will not be considered this gun man. You didn't know me as the police when I was on social media for years, and you're not going to know me as the gun man. I'm doing it. It's just for a season. Just for a season. Okay? Just for a season. Okay? When it's time for me to get it, when it's time when this season passes, I'm gonna do something else. I'm reinvent myself. Okay? I'm gonna do the things I want to do. All right. But I want you to again be about business of becoming. Thank you, brother Eli. Becoming responsible gun owners and users. Go to lwftraining.com. Sign up for your classes and become responsible gun owners and gun users. Not tomorrow, right now. It starts in your mind. It starts right now. You make up your mind. I'm going to do it today. That's when it starts. With that said, again, always remember, it is not how much you know, family, it's how much you care. And always remember, there is a lone wolf in there is a lone wolf in you. I am determined to bring with that said, have a great evening, good rest, and my prayer for you is health and happiness, love, success, prosperity, resources, and a whole lot of money. That's my prayer for you. Have some fun. Enjoy your evening.